Yo, what is up, all my crypto lovers? I'm Jay, Dca Adventure, back again, and today we are going to go over what is Bitcoin doing, and we're going to chart some altcoins and possibly go over a couple different candles and what they mean, what they represent, and how you can trade them. Guys, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice by any means. Trade at your own risk. Trading is super risky, guys. You can win a ton of money and you can lose a ton of money. But if you are interested in trading, join Phemex and Bybit. Links for them will be down in the description. I do have a promotion going on with Bybit, so you can earn up to almost $200, I believe, with the promotion. So get in them links, sign up today, guys, if you're interested in trading. And then you need to get over to the Patreon group. If you want access to the DCA trading script, or you want access to the DCA trading bots, courtesy of my partner Astro Park, or you need trading signals, you want to learn trading, anything about trading, gotta join the Patreon group. Join my tier, Trading with a View. By joining, you will get the DCA script and any other scripts that I code and make for the DCA Patreons. You get access to all the bots we have in there and the private Discord channel where we are posting market signals and general market talk. So go over, check us out. If you guys want a tailored trading script made just specifically for you, go over to Crypto Mentors. Link for that will be in the description. Get into that Discord, hit up Astro Park or myself. We will be happy to make something tailored specifically to you. Shout out to HyperTrader, one of the greatest trading terminals for altcoins that I've come across in a long time. Make it super easy, super convenient. You could trade multiple different assets from multiple different exchanges at the same time. Chart up to 4 different things at the same time. It's super convenient, super awesome. Huge shout out to them, guys. They are updating and doing new things all the time. So please go over there, get in the Discord, talk to them. If there's something that you want to see put on there, and it's feasible and makes sense, they will be more than happy to do so. Also, guys, if you would like the sweetest, highest quality cryptocurrency merchandise, you need to go to doji.com. Don't delay, buy today, right now. Stop what you're doing and go to doji.com and buy all the stuff with Variant 8 on it. That's my Discord tag, and I'm almost certain it's the highest quality thread count you can get. Anything that says Variant 8. I don't know about the stuff that says Nemesis or Mikkel or Gundy. Variant 8's where it's at. So go over there, get some of that. No, not free shipping anymore, but he has lowered the prices on everything, guys. Super cheap now too. So, buy 3 or 4 or 5, 100 shirts. He's got belts, belt buckles. He's got gaiters. He's got hoodies. He's got backpacks. He's got all kinds of different cool stuff. So go over there, check him out. Oh, and my buddy, Helpful Crypto Miner. Got to get into his Discord. Look in the chat right now. I'm posting an invite to it. Go over there. He has got all the faucets, all the exchanges, all the mining pools, mining equipment for sale. It's got everything, a little bit of everything for everybody crypto. So get over there, join his Discord. He's an awesome dude, very helpful. So if you need something, hit him up. All right, guys. So let's go over here to CoinGecko. See what's going on with Bitcoin. Obviously, you can see we are green. We've been pumping like crazy. We are up 13.5% in the last week. Freaking huge. 7.5% in the last 24 hours. Awesome. Ethereum is up 6.4% in the last week. 3.2% in the last hour. Tether down 0.1% in the last hour. That's because Bitcoin's green. Bitcoin and Ethereum altcoins are green. Stable coins are red. Bitcoin Cash down 8.5% for the last week, up 3.3% for the last 24 hours. Chainlink down 3%, up 6.2% in the last hour though. So a lot of these are going to be up here within the last hour or so. Bitcoin's probably pulling off. People are taking profit. Monero 2.8% for the last 24 hours, down 5.6%. It just, it's crazy. Wrapped Bitcoin. This is a Bitcoin that you were going to use on like an ERC20 wallet. Or something like that. Pretty sure that's how it works. 7.5% in the last 24 hours, 13.6% in the last week. Super awesome. Stellar Lumens up 8.1 in the last 24, down or up 2.3 in the last week. It's all right. Neo down 9% for the last week, up 2.6 for the day. This is just my theory, but I think with the election going on, you know, these markets are moving with the election. So when the election first happened, Trump was in the lead, okay? Markets did okay. They did pretty good. Bitcoin kind of consolidated, didn't do much. And that's because I think guys with the big money and the whales were comfortable being in the traditional markets. You know, now Biden is kind of in the lead. So what happened with the markets? They kind of didn't have a very good day. A lot of the pot stocks did because of all the legalizations and stuff going around. But everything else, you know, not too hot. We had some good ones here and there. And, you know, everybody ran from the stock market and jumped into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went up. So my theory is Biden wins, Bitcoin goes up. Trump wins, Bitcoin goes down, stock markets go up. Just my theory. I don't care who sucks and who's going to win and who doesn't. That's not. I'm just interested in what you guys think is going to happen with the markets, depending on who wins or loses. Leave it in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you got to say. From that, we are going to jump right over to the Bitcoin chart. And I had told you guys 4 months ago, we did a video, and the video was about certain types of candles. And these candles are Doji candles. This is a 2-month Bitcoin chart right here, and you guys can see right in here we had a nice dragonfly Doji. Now I told you guys 4 months ago to keep an eye on this dragonfly Doji candle. The higher the time frames that we see these candles, the more weight and the more significant that they are, and what is in store for the asset. So typically on a dragonfly Doji, we want to see these at the bottoms of the dumps, okay? And all Dojis is basically when the open and close are virtually at the same point, okay? It opens at the same, it closes at the same, right? Boom, boom, okay? Where the open and close is and what kind of Doji it is will tell you a lot, but basically all the Dojis are, guys, is it means that buyers and sellers are indecisive in what they're going to do and who's got more buying pressure versus selling pressure, and that's what causes the Doji. Typically the Doji is a signal for a reversal opposite of the previous trend. So if we had a dump and we get a Doji, well, the opposite of the dump is the pump, okay? So on a 2-month chart, we had this nice downtrend right here. And then boom, dragonfly Doji. Okay, you can see that the open and close, the body right here is at the top. The top part of the wick is small, and we got a nice long leg on that candle there. That's basically telling us, okay, so when we opened, the sellers pushed us all the way down here, and the buyers stepped in and said nope, and they smacked it right back up here, and it closed. And this basically is telling us, hey, a reversal is about to happen. Knowing little stuff like this, guys, will make a huge difference in the way you trade, especially if you're trading monthly candlestick charts or daily candlesticks. They do work on lower time frames. You just don't put as much weight into them. You want at least another candle or two after the Doji for confirmation before entering the trade. But with that being said, guys, on this the 2-month chart on Bitcoin, we did get the nice dragonfly Doji right here, and we did exactly what was supposed to happen. I told you here at the beginning of this monthly candle, this one just closed, and I said, all right, guys, now we need to be keeping an eye on this, and it played out perfectly. Now we are at a pivotal point with Bitcoin where we really got to keep an eye on this if you guys are leverage trading or you're holding really big personal bags and you're ready to take some profit. This is going to be the point, I think, right around in here. If it does not take a breather and blow off and we get a couple more green candles, I definitely think back to 20,000 is very achievable. There's nothing there. Looking at a monthly chart, there's no resistance there. There's literally nothing going to stop Bitcoin right there. So to even get up to 17,000, in my opinion, would be super easy. And this is going to be one of the first areas I'm looking for as a breather. This is going to be a double top zone where I'm going to be looking to nail a short, if not sooner. You know, I'm always paying attention to this. We are up, excuse me, we are up pretty high here on the monthly. So But I did tell you guys a couple weeks ago, this move on Bitcoin felt a lot different from this move and this move back here, okay? Because this, we went straight up. Here we went pretty dang slow and just creeped our way up there. I mean, yeah, we did have a couple big volume candles, but like here, you know, this was a big volume candle, this was a huge volume candle, and we went straight up. And moves like that are not healthy, guys. Like over here, not healthy. We go straight up real fast, we come straight back down real fast, okay? So we had a hell of a downtrend here and a hell of a downtrend here. So just something to keep an eye on while we are over here at the top right now. We still got 56 days and 3 hours left in the closing of this candle. Remember, this is a 2-month candle chart, so each one of these candles is representing 2 months. We click over here to the daily. Well, first with the dojis, I'm going to show you some more examples. But here is where we're coming up, and boom, you get an abandoned baby top is what they call it. Signifies a reversal. Now, the markets that I'm trading in, the leverage trading on like Bybit and Phemex, you're not going to see candles like this. You're going to have candles in between these gaps. This gap here and this gap here is basically like market close, market open type deal. That's why you will get them weird gaps. But you can still get an abandoned baby top when it's the very top candle at a pump. So keep an eye on these, because I'm telling you, the higher the time frame, the more weight you put into it, and it will change your trading altogether. And if you are learning how to trade, the very first thing you need to be learning is how candles work. I can look at a chart and I don't have to have any kind of other indicators, no oscillator, no trading script, no nothing. And I can just look at the candles and kind of get a really good idea of what I should be doing, what I should be looking at. So you guys really need to learn the candles. I can't stress that enough. Here we have a long-legged doji, and this is, you know, basically where, like we showed on that 2 months chart, you know, the sellers pushed it all the way down, buyers stepped in, they pushed it all the way back up. We did have a nice dump here, boom, reversal. This is a shooting star. It's basically when it's at the top, we don't have there's no cross. It doesn't look like a cross, it just kind of looks like an upside down hammer. Okay, body's all the way at the bottom, and this is at the top of a pump. So when you get something like this, you know that price is about to reverse. Here is a hanging man. This happens to, you know, the sellers push down, buyers pushes back up, and then we close with very, very little volume there, so we end up going down. Morning star doji is at the bottom of a dump. Okay, and basically these are just reversals, guys, just reversals, hammers. Okay, this is you know, the seller or the buyers pushed it all the way back up. It closed up at the top, so you know that there's volume coming in. Boom, we get it. So pay attention to these, learn them. You can use these with your breakout trades, and it'll help you a ton. I'm telling you, if you just look out for the dojis, especially on daily time frames. They're huge on daily, monthly time frames. It's definitely worth looking at. And it's basically, you know, the buyers and sellers are indecisive in what they're doing, what price action is doing. So that's how you get the open and close virtually at the same spot. And that's how that's pretty much signaling, hey, reversal. And basically too, you always want to look, you know, the reversal candle is usually going to do the opposite of what the previous trend is. So if the previous trend was a dump, you're going to do the opposite of that. Now you're going to pump. Like here, previous trend was a pump, so now you're going to dump. Keep this in mind, guys. Super easy thing to watch for once you start to spot them and notice them. Alright, over here on a daily Bitcoin chart, let's have a look at the DCA trading script, see what it's talking about here. We're going to reset our chart. Boom, boom. Alright, guys, now this is not printed yet, but I'm going to show you right here, right now. We do have a bearish divergence on the daily Bitcoin chart. This is when our candles are moving up in an upward position, and our oscillator, sorry about that, our oscillator is moving down. I don't know why that line didn't show up. What is going on? Anyway, you guys can see it's not drawing the line. We'll draw it up here. Oh. Candles going up, oscillators going down. They're doing the two opposite of each other. This is a bearish divergence. Now, if the candles were going down like this, and the oscillator was moving up like this, that's a bullish divergence. Okay, so this is also something to be aware of. This is kind of why I'm looking at Bitcoin taking a little breath here. If you're in the Patreon group, you would have seen the nice channel that we drew on here and told everybody to be aware of. We wanted to trade the breakout on the channel. This is what I had drawn in there. There's a channel just like this. So we'll extend it out a little bit, say like that. Okay, so basically what we want to see for today, we want to close above the channel. We want to see it possibly come back down, use the top of that channel as support, maybe ride on it a couple times, get some continuation. And it's even possible that we break back through the channel. And if we do, I'm going to be looking for the $13,000 area again for a big retest of this moving average. And, you know, if you guys look, there's very little bit support there. So if it did get down that low, it might break right through there. We do got a heavy area of support at the 12.4 down to the 11.9 area. Is one of our biggest areas of support right now. But you know, this 21 day is very accurate. We do retest a lot, and if it does retest, guys, it's a bullish retest. It's not bearish until we break below it and we keep on going down. Then I consider it bearish. If we just go down and touch it from where we're at right now, in my opinion, that's bullish, that's healthy. We need to see that. We want to see that. We want to see it reject off that 21 day moving average, and we want it to validate there. Continuation to the upside. Simple. And I think it's very possible right now, but with the election, it makes trading very, very risky. Although right now with the price action, guys, this is the best time to get into trading. So sign up with them links. If you guys already have a Bybit account, make a new one and take advantage of the promotion. I'm only doing them promotions so you guys can take advantage of it. I really don't get hardly anything from you guys doing that. So I do it for you. Get in there, use the link, take advantage, get that extra coupon, get that extra money so you can trade for free. You guys realize that you can spot trade on there too, right? Just by exchanging your coins, you can get out of Bitcoin and sit in a stable coin right there on Bybit. And they have the mutual insurance, so if you do go in a trade and you're just learning and you go into a position, you can buy insurance on the margin that you risked. So the way I look at that is, okay, I'm gonna risk $100. I'm gonna buy insurance for it. Your insurance is only gonna cost you 15% of that margin, okay, of that position that you risked. So basically, let's say it went up and did the opposite of what you thought the trade should be, and you got liquidated. Well, what happens when you get liquidated if you don't have mutual insurance? You lost everything that you risked in that trade. Using the mutual insurance, you will get paid back 100% of the margin that you risked, and you're only taking a 15% loss on what you paid for the insurance. I'll tell you right now, if you put a position in and you put a 15% stop loss down, you're going to end up losing more than if you would have just paid the 15% and bought the mutual insurance. You're not paying fees on the insurance like you would be if your stop loss gets hit, because you're going to pay a market stop fee, which is the highest fee, 0.075% of your position, as a fee. So it is cheaper to just buy the insurance almost every time you enter a position. Typically you got to be around 15 to 20% in the green anyway to even break even on the trade after fees. But if you're making a new account and you're going in and you're taking advantage of the promotion, you're not going to be paying fees for a long time, because you can make a few $100s doing some simple tasks, and boom, you're trading fee free for a while. DCA script, you guys can see up here we did get into the overbought zone. The cloud did, the light blue cloud did cut back into the blue momentum wave, and we did come, you know, it's this is where the bearish divergence happens. So our cloud's going down, or our wave's going down, and our candles are moving up. You guys can kind of see here, did the same thing. Our candles were moving in the up position, our waves were moving in the down position, which in turn gave us that bearish divergence. You guys did hear me say on last week's video, I'm not a big divergence trader. I do keep an eye on them, only because it's hard to predict if the divergence is going to pump real high or dump, you know, dump a whole lot. So, but how you trade these is, when the script prints them, you want to be right at the end of the divergence and take your position. So if this ends up printing within the next day or two, you're going to be time to be going down, taking a little break. So keep an eye out, guys. But honestly, if everything works out, we can validate support right off of that channel we drew in there, right around the $14,000 area. We need to stay above 14,000. The longer we stay above it, the better it is for Bitcoin, and the continuation is going to happen. Like I said, I don't see a problem why we can't at least bounce up right around the 17K area. And again, this is the area I'm looking for, the double top zone. Double top zone at the 17K. Guys need to be watching. We'll try to look at it right here. So right here at $17,200 area is where I'm going to be looking for a double top play. Yeah, 17,200. So keep an eye out on it, guys. It could very, very, very possibly happen like that. And then obviously back up to freaking 20K, 19,800. At least it's shown here for Coinbase. But and you know, on this monthly chart, we still got a good ways to go yet with that momentum wave. Okay, momentum wave, we're just now busting 60 area. And guys, look at this. The money flow index wave has turned green on the monthly. Super, super big, super huge. With that turning green, that's very good. And you can see on this whole monthly chart right here, there's no green or red. Money flow indicator has not even, the money flow index has not even showed up on this. And here we go. We got it right there. Boom, it's starting to come in. So this is good. VWAP, yellow wave, is above zero. Super, super good. It's got to stay there. We got to stay there, guys. The 21-month moving average is putting us right around the 93.40. Not saying it's going to. It is a possibility. You guys see when we got this high, what happened? Boom. We got this high, what happened? Boom. So this is the third highest Bitcoin's ever been right now. 15,300 areas where it topped so far. Can we get the push to 17,000? I think it's very possible. Very possible. Let's see if we can find any dojis. Let's go back down onto the daily. Okay, so here we did have a little bit of down movement, and then you can see the doji right in there. Undo that. You can see that doji right here. Okay, this is the daily chart, so that doesn't look like a big move, but it is decent sized. And boom, we get the doji. You would consider this down, so that was a reversal. Same here, we get a pump, another doji. What happens? Down. And the reversal does not have to happen right after a doji. Okay. Here's a nice example of a hammer. This is a hammer candle. Boom. We got it. You can see here we had a doji. The trend was up, but did we immediately go down? No. That's why you want to wait 1 to 2 to 3 candles after, before you enter a trade. That way you got confirmation. Here's another doji was going up, had another nice blue candle or green candle, then boom, down. Here's a dragonfly doji here on the daily chart. Yeah, it's a dragon. It's close. I would consider that a dragonfly. And we did get the nice move up there. But on the daily 21-day moving average is right around the $13,000 area. I think a retest somewhere around the 13, between 13.4 and 13.5, depending on which time frame you're looking at it. On the monthly, I think we were looking at 13.4. Either way, a retest down to this moving average on the time frame for the daily would be bullish, in my opinion. We would like to see a nice bullish retest of that area. Do got some decent support down there too as well. But we do got a little bit of room here left in the script, in the oscillator. We are not quite in the oversold area yet. You see back here, we did get into the oversold and we didn't go down. Okay, just because we are in the oversold does not mean we automatically go down. So don't be thinking that. You want to wait for confirmation with the candles, okay? And right now, like I said, with the bearish divergence on the chart, anything could happen. We'll flip over to a week and see what the weekly's looking like. Okay, so the weekly, we are in the overbought area. Okay, we are in the overbought area. You're looking at the script. It did print. It did print a bullish divergence. Okay, candles are going down, waves are going up. You get to the end of the divergence, you go long. So you would have caught all this if you'd have been steady, patient hand. I honestly probably would have taken profit up in here somewhere, but still, for a weekly time frame, that would have been a hell of a trade. You guys got to get the DCA trading script. It's only going to help you. 25 bucks a month ain't nothing for this kind of tool, and to get access to the bots. You use all that stuff in conjunction with each other for confirmation of your trade, and you know, it could change your life. Seriously, it really could. If you're using everything right, you're sticking to your trading plan, you're using great risk management. Look at that on a weekly. We got Gravestone Doji right in front of us, and it played out pretty good. So we had a nice run to the upside. Boom, Gravestone Doji right here. Got the nice long leg with the open and close at the bottom of the candle, and then had the nice drop on the weekly. So if you would have been trading this and you know how to look at candles and you know what they're saying, boom, you'd have caught that and you would have had one hell of a nice trade. Low leverage is the way to go, guys. You know, use 5-10x on Bitcoin. You go any higher than that, you're just going to keep getting stopped out a million times, and you're just going to slowly get nickeled and dimed to death. So, you know, if you're using 5 to 10x leverage, you're able to have a decent cushion in between here where these wicks, you can let all this other price action play out and not tag you out before the actual drop. You know, because weekly charts take a long time. It takes a week for a candle to print. So you just got to be patient. You got to be very patient trading these higher time frames. But it's always worth looking at these candles, you guys. And you guys see all over the chart that we always come down and retest that 21 and that 50-day moving average. So it's just a matter of time before it happens here. We rode the 50-day here. We did get the bullish cross on the 21-week and 50-week moving average. When that happens on the daily or the weekly, it's very bullish. We did get that spike up there, but we usually respect that 21-week pretty damn good. So, you know, a drop down wouldn't be too bad. You know what we could do? Let's take a look. I have we're going to take these two moving averages off. Let's take a look at the DCA power tool. The power tool is our EMA ribbon, and it's using 10 EMAs. And basically, when we are above the EMAs, they hold as support. When we're below the EMAs, they act as resistance. And we're above all of them right now, guys. So even a retest back down, and this EMA is showing us right down at the $12,800 to $13,000 area. And that would not surprise me at all. Would not surprise me at all. Boom, 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 boom. So let's shrink this down here. Once we start to see these EMAs starting to round out, okay, and they start to do one of these numbers, we're going to see them come up, but then we're going to start seeing them starting to round. That's when we know it's going to be time to start going down. And then if for some reason we would go underneath these EMA ribbons, hopefully you guys went short, because you know now they're going to be acting as resistance. Or if we come back up and retest them ribbons, to be looking for a short opportunity. Right now, just let this thing pump. You know, I'm only worrying about shorting the top. I'm not going to try to long and even screw with that price action right now. In my eyes, it's easier to just let it go up by itself. I'm making money easily, and then we'll force our hand, and we will make money, and we will force it to make money coming down. That's how I like to trade, especially on these big moves. And guys, look left on the chart. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There ain't no reason why we can't get back up to at least $17,200 area, at least. And if we can get above that and hold above there, 20K easy all day long. All day long. Yep, we are in the over spot area on the oscillator for the weekly time frame. VWAP is still above zero, but VWAP is starting to turn down. Get a better look at the VWAP. VWAP is this yellow wave back here, and it is starting to curl down, so that may not be good. Money flow wave looks like it is still going in the upwards position. Basically, this is the setup of a root wave, trigger wave trade right here, guys, because we got our small root wave, and our trigger wave is already a little bit bigger. It could get even bigger, and then hopefully we'll ride this thing back down on the bullish retest of one of the moving averages, and it'll validate and we can take off. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's turn off that. Turn this on. Do it every time. So it almost looks like our waves are making a head and shoulders pattern here. Still got a ways to go on the oscillator before we reach the overbought area. And I showed the guys in the Patreon group. No, that was on a daily chart. I'll have to show you on the daily. But look at this. We holding that 21 week moving average. We did get the 2150 bullish cross back here. And it's been going up ever since. We did have some manipulation here. Nice big drop. But Ethereum steadily kicking ass, and it's going back up. So nice support right around a 368, all the way down to that 21 moving average of 351. Could go even lower, guys. Just check your areas of support all the way down. These two moving averages, the 21 and 50, very important. The price almost always comes back and retests them at some point. I don't see why. Yeah, we are in the little bit of resistance here on Ethereum, back up here to the 415. 418. I said that in last week's video. Wouldn't surprise me to come back up and test this area. We do need to close above where we are right now, and it is going to be a fight for Ethereum to get back up into the 600s. started resistance right around 552. So we will see with the Ethereum. I guess you could draw a nice little triangle there and play the breakout. Let's go down to the 1 day on Ethereum. Now, you guys would have played this 50-day moving average trade. This is how we do it in the Patreon group. When we see the price come down to one of these, we're ready. We're ready. All right, you can see here we tested the 21-day moving average. We rejected, we took off. We came back down, tested the 50, we rejected, we validated, we took off. We came back down, tested the 50 again, rejected, took off. So it would not surprise me if something would happen and we come down, test again, and one of these times we break. Every time we test it, we're taking buyers out of the picture. Eventually there'll be no buyers, and boom. Same with resistance. Every time we come up and test the resistance, we're plucking out sellers. Eventually there's going to be nobody selling, and we'll be able to break our way through there. Dca Oscillator showing we got all kinds of room to move up. Here's another very good root wave, trigger wave, guys. We got a root wave or small wave here, and then we got our nice trigger wave here, and straight down we go. So, and it played out perfect. Right here was your first root wave, and then your trigger wave was right here. Boom. Okay, so when we get to that top and we start to see it curl down, we see that light blue wave cut back in, we know it's time to short. Take a look at the Litecoin. Go back here on the weekly. All kinds of room on the Dca Oscillator for the weekly chart to get up there into the overbought area. And guys, it's happening right now. Litecoin's about to take the off, okay? I'm telling you now. This is your freebie. You don't got to be in the Patreon for this one, but I'm telling you, the 21-week moving average across that 50-week moving average, it's going to take off. I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to take off, and it already has. You can see that we tested that 21-week moving average and rejected right at the $51 area. I definitely think that Litecoin does have a lot of resistance to get through to get back up into the $100 area. Yeah, we got some starts at anywhere from 64 all the way up into 88. So anywhere around in there, guys. I mean, it's going to be tough for Litecoin, but we do got a lot of room on the oscillator, and we gotta get the volume to come in. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Look what happened when the 50 or the 21 day or week moving average crossed over the 50-week moving average. Went sky high, went to all-time highs. It crossed underneath. We had a hell of a dump. We crossed back over it, hell of a pump. Crossed back under it, hell of a dump. Now we're getting ready to cross back over it, guys. So I'm telling you, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Not financial advice, but it's priming up for liftoff. So you can see the same thing here on the daily. We got the 21-day cross the 50-day, very bullish, and it took right off right at the cross. Normally don't happen like that, and it did the same thing back here. Had that nasty head and shoulders back here, so hopefully we're not making something of the same thing. But get in the Patreon group, guys, or go over to Crypto Mentors, get a premium subscription. We will teach you guys how to do all this stuff, when to be looking for it, what to happen, what you should be thinking about doing. There's all kinds of stuff. You guys would see the messages I get on Discord. I get freaking literally hundreds of them a week. Hundreds of messages a week on what I think the market's going to do. What's Bitcoin doing? What's Ethereum doing? What's this coin doing that I've never heard of? So it's knowing simple stuff like this, you guys, will really, really help you out, especially with candles. Breakout trades, like if you would have drawn the breakout here, drawing our pattern. We had a nice little pattern here that would have been a perfect little breakout trade. So boom, as soon as we broke out of that, you should have went long, put your stop back inside of the pattern. And now we want to see this thing either keep going or come back down and test support, hold it, validate it, continuation. Like I said, Litecoin's got a you know, it's got a fight. It's got a lot of different areas of resistance to fight through, you know, other than like Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff like that. So, you know, you just gotta be ready. And did we look at the Dca Oscillator? Yeah, Dca Oscillator, it's got miles of room there. We did get a bearish divergence, and boom, if you'd have traded that, kapowie, you'd have nailed that trade. You almost could have went short and then immediately right back into a long on the breakout. Would have been perfect. Money flow index is green. VWAP is up above 0, just barely up above 0. So that's you know, Litecoin could make a run for it. But like I said, there's tons of areas of resistance there that are not on Bitcoin and Litecoin, or on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we need buyers. We need volume to come in. We need some good news for Litecoin. We'll take all of that off. We'll take this off, and we'll turn this on. Boom, and you can see that we are on top of the EMA ribbon. If you guys look down here, you see this green or this orange triangle? That's telling you, hey, the money flow wave changed colors, and you can see it went from red to green here, and it's telling you that. And here it went from green to red, and that's what that triangle is telling you. I wonder how. Just curious on how big these waves were. No, not quite the root trigger that I like to see, but you still could have probably traded that pretty nice because it did fall down there. We'll take a look at Compound. Ooh. This could be a good play right here for Compound. Let's go to the weekly first. Not much info on the Coinbase chart. So we'll go back to the daily. Alright, so for comp, be looking for the retest of the 21 moving average right around the $97 area. And in my opinion, I'd be taking a short position right there with my stop just above that 21, because if we break the 21, we're going to the 50. And if you guys notice that the 50 and 21 are lining up with resistance on the left side of your chart. So back here, you know, you want to do it easy. We'll just shoot a line across. Maybe not so much, a little bit over here on the 21. And then let's get one on that 50. So we got some touches over here. So I'd be looking for the retest of 116 if it breaks through 96, but I'd be looking to short it at the 96 area. But guys, this is a perfect channel for a breakout trade right here. Okay, if we go ahead and just draw us a channel here. Got all kinds of touches, but we break out of that channel, man. It's go time for comp. Could definitely get back up into them areas, but I think you know, it's got a bit of a resistance around 151, so it's gonna take a lot of volume, and we are really low on the Dca Oscillator. It is showing that we're down into the oversold area. So anything could happen with this. The money flow index is showing red. VWAP is curled up towards that 0 mark. It is right dead center at 0. So VWAP breaks that, it's going to be a good buy. Definitely would be checking these moving averages though. That'd be a decent move from 92 up to 97 or to 115. So keep an eye on comp. Let's check out Link real quick. Here was from the last time we charted Link. Go to the weekly. Yeah, I've respected my boxes pretty well, I must say. You know, we could do something like this for Link and draw us a nice, let's go wick to wick. Now we'll go body to body. And you can see that 21 day moving or 21 week moving average is acting as support as of right now with Link right around $11. We want to see that validate as support right there before we get confirmation of continuation. And by getting your confirmation, you're going to be watching this breakout play right here. We break out of this pattern, take a long position, put that stop loss right back inside of the pattern and let it run. It did get a bullish cross back here of the 21 week and the 50 week, and it did run up. Is that it? Normally we play these out when it comes back down and tests this 21 week. We're going to long every single time, guys, and it'll work until it doesn't. It'll work until it busts through there and it hits your stop. And typically if it does break down and close below the 21 week, it's going to keep going. Your next shot at a long opportunity would be the 50 week moving average right around $6.22. But that's the lowest I think Link will go. For right now, we've got major support at the $4.27 mark. All right, so that's Link. XMR. We'll do crack on. Now here's another 50-day moving average play. Not looking good for XMR. 21-day moving average is curling down. It crosses back under the 50. This thing is going to dump like a pig. It's going to go way down. Simple little patterns like this right here, guys. This was a head and shoulders. Boom, down. You ever see that pattern upside down and inverse? We're going up. Yeah, it did reject off the 50 days right around the 113 area. It's got to stay above that, got to close above that. We'd like to see it get back above that 21, but I don't think, guys. I'd be looking for the retest of 124, taking a short on it there. Stop loss just above it. When these moving averages start to curl down, you know, it tends to drop a lot more. We'll reset the chart real quick. Alright, so check this out. We had the nice bearish divergence right here. Candles are going up. Momentum waves are going down. You would have went short at the end of the divergence, and I mean, it's putting you perfect. So you'd have had a hell of a nice trade right there. Got to get that DCA script, guys. You got to. Why don't we take the DCA script off? I'll show you some other scripts that I have recently made here. Let's turn that off, turn that off, that off. Alright, so some that I've made here recently. We got the DCA Alma Support and Resistance version 2. And basically it's just using some moving averages and it's showing you where support and resistance is. And boom, look at that, we're hitting resistance right now. That's the DCA Alma Support and Resistance. All the Patreons have access to all this. So when you pay for your monthly subscription in the DCA Patreon, you get way more than just the DCA script. That's just the most popular, the most accurate, and my favorite of scripts. Same with the Crypto Mentors. We have one over there. It's pretty much the same. Just Crypto Mentors Discord themed script. But we coded them the same. Everything works the same. So don't think between groups that one's better than the other, because they're not. Astropark though has tons of killer scripts. I use a lot of his stuff. We've got the DCA fib right here. basically you can go high, find your high, and it'll put it on there for you. It'll swing high to swing low, and these are giving you your retrace points. Okay, so if you can't draw the fib, or you have a hard time going from swing low to swing high, or swing high to swing low, the script will do it for you. It'll give you both ways even. So it'll tell you what the swing high to swing low, or swing low to swing high is, okay? So you don't have to worry about, well, do I got it on here right, blah, 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 blah. And to be honest with you guys, you don't even need this shit. You don't need Fibonacci. Fibonacci is great and all, but all Fibonacci is really doing is showing you where support and resistance is. That it is so important that you can just spot it yourself. Big key areas should be easy. They should jump right out at the chart, and it should be simple to put it on there. My shirt really messes with the green screen. My computer don't like it. So that's our DCA fib. Here's the DCA Adventure ADX and DI. I like this script a lot. Very accurate. This is your signal line. This is your DI negative, and the blue line is your DI positive. I have a whole tutorial on how this thing works. And that's the thing, when we make something for the Patreons, I try to put a paragraph explaining how to work it, how to use it. And at any time, the guys in the Patreon group know they can message me, hey, you need to do a call with me, show me how this works, and we do that. I have no problem at all doing that. Let's get that off of there. Check out. Got the Dca Reversal System. So this is pointing out reversals, reversal points, which it's hit or miss. Pine Editor's done an update here within the last couple weeks, and I've had to go in and redo a lot of the coding on some stuff. It's really changed it. Some scripts are coded for Heiken Ashi, some are coded for regular candlesticks. Here's a DCA top and bottom that I made. It may go on, it may not. Version 1. And basically how you're going to work this is you got to go into the settings. So like I'm on the daily time frame. Oh no, this ain't the one. I thought it was the other script. I have another top and bottom script where you have to go in and change the time frame you're on, or it won't work. And this one is coded for Heiken Ashi, so it's not right. It's saying bottom right here, and this ain't right. Switch it over to the candles. And we need to change. I'm on the weekly. Yeah, some stuff needs changed. And it's basically, it's doing all the fibs, 618, 7.6, 78.6, 6.18, DCA long, DCA short, DCA long confirmed. Oh, okay, I know what we did. The other day I had a call with a guy who I made this for, and we changed the settings to what he was trading. So like, let's put 8 in here, see what happens. Say, wonder if we can go to reset. Yep. Oop. Yeah, I must have to go back in and redo this. It's not computing anything, and that is because of the coding. Let's go back over here. Function. Okay, this is the one that you have to change the time frame in the settings. So this is kind of telling you tops and bottoms of different plays. These are just to give you a reference. Like I said, the Dca Oscillator is the best one to use. And what's cool about the Dca Oscillator, I'll show you. You can go into the settings. You can change all kinds of different stuff. Change your overbought, your oversold. Wave 1, but you can change all your colors, all your stuff. And it's the same too with the Dca Power Tool. The Dca Power Tool, there's a couple different things that you can turn on and turn off to make it helpful. So like I have it on Hike and a She. You can actually change it and turn the Hike and a She coating off and use it on regular candles. Okay. You can turn the buy sell signals off and on. Sell signal off and on. You can turn the Doji on and off. This thing is going to show you Doji candles. Okay. It's kind of coded in there as manipulation. That's kind of what the coding language is for Doji. It's kind of looking at price manipulation. And you can change precision. You can do all kinds of different settings with our indicators. So when the green triangle prints, that's because the money flow index wave turned green. Okay, when an orange triangle prints, that's because the money flow index wave turned red. You got the blue triangles. The blue triangles are telling you that the EMA ribbon has recovered, that the bands are tight and they're going to explode, and price action to follow. The green dots are just local tops, local profit points. And same when you find the orange and red dots, are just local bottoms, local profit points. So get in there, check out the scripts, guys. These things will definitely give you an edge against the market. You build a strategy around these things, and you can absolutely crush it. Absolutely. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you guys are kicking ass right now in the markets. And if you're not, then you need to get into the DCA Patreon, join Crypto Mentors, join Helpful Crypto Miners Discord. Look right now in the chat. I'm probably posting the invite right there right now. That guy has faucets. He has all the great exchanges to trade on. He has mining pools. He has mining equipment for sale. It's a little bit of everything crypto for everybody. So get in there, check his Discord out. Again, right now, right in the chat. I'm putting the link. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe. I'll see you in a couple hours, and I will also see you on the DCA live stream on Friday.